Throwing to start here is Tua. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Tua on 4th down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second chart. Here in this first quarter, they're down to 1 remaining. Cousins now to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that. There, nice pickup on first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Cousins. Steps away. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Kenewagu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
Back to it after the pick six. Cousins.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. High throw, but the catch is made. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Very nice catch there by Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the game after just 2 seasons in the league. As a rookie, second-team All-Pro, and then in his second year, was second in the league in yardage. This guy continues to grow and get better with every game.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Cousins now from the 50.
To Jefferson on the slant. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins gives way to Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw is Cousins. On the move to his left.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Touchdown!
Jalen Waddle,
50 yards.
and the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run the counter with Cook. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
On 2nd down, Cook. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Cousins. Forced out to his left.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
30 yards.
And the Vikings are back within a score.
And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
High throw, but he makes the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Tua going to run the sneak.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? And this time he breaks the play and he's in for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, a nifty juke there. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham as the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead will shrink to 6. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And going deep for Hill. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards away. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our...
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins. Flushed out right.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First down, here's the run with Cook.
131 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On second down, it's Cook again.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Another carry now for Madison. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Running the counter with Mostert. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tua going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Cousins to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Keon Crossan.
There he goes left side. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a give to Mostert running right.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here's Mostert, toss left side.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
an 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Cousins now. That is caught by Thielen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down, here's Cousins. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Cousins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 40 yards.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Joseph on for the extra point.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
5 plays there on that drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Miami's offense set and ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, set. Red, 38. Eagle blue. Ready, go.
On 2nd and 7. Tua over the middle. He's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.